Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Dark Rooms podcast. I'm Psychic here with Inkyink, Ozone, and Aracdendo. We're all here for once. And,
Yay.
So, we're recording this on the 25th
The reunion
of May. Not sure if it's going to come out this weekend because thumbnails and stuff. But, oh my gosh, the amount of stuff...
It's FNaF week.
Oh...
It's
what the actual FNaF sweep.
I don't know what we're going to talk about in this episode. We don't have much to talk about.
Shut up,
of course, yeah.
You're nothing at all.
It is the Freddy week. Freddy has showed up in all of our chimneys or whatever.
Santa Freddy.
I don't know where I'm going with this analogy. There's a lot to talk about.
You know, coincidentally, it's also the year of the rabbit, so even better.
Uh-oh.
FNaF
This
fans.
was planned.
I think so, yeah.
This was planned since FNaF 1.
That turns out 2023 was only
It
picked
was.
because it's the year of the rabbit.
Exactly.
Honestly,
Imagine that. It's all aligning, really. Year of the Rabbit 2023, literally everything happening.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason 2023 exists is because of FNaF.
Exactly.
True. See, the thing is,
Scott Cawthon, it was gonna jump from 2022 to 2024, but Scott Cawthon was like, no, wait, we need one in the middle.
Yeah.
For FNaF, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone knows this is fact. Everyone knows.
Cool. If you deny this, you are just denying facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We don't take conspiracy theories on this Five Nights at Freddy's podcast.
Not at all.
True.
Only the cold hard, only the cold hard facts here, like Puppet Victim or whatever,
Puppet
Duo, and
Mike Pentagon,
and Mike Pentagon,
Montgomery Hexagon, everything
Yeah.
else.
Yes.
So where do we even start? What
Let's
started?
start with what FNaF fans started with. So FNaF 1, okay.
Okay, I mean this week.
Okay. So this week, first off, we got huge news. We got a teaser trailer for the FNaF movie.
Yes.
That was amazing.
It was, oh my gosh, it was amazing and so cool.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
I think there is definitely one part of it that needs to be addressed in conversation, I'd say.
Oh
but
boy. Yeah.
Oh, is it the red eyes?
it is the red eyes.
For
I think
God's
people are extremely rightfully upset over it. I think it's a very lame decision, and I hope it gets the Sonic movie treatment.
Really?
Okay, here's why.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not.
Really?
I like
I'm
Red
going
Eyes.
to, rather than just complain about it, I'm going to give the rational, realistic, thought-out reason for why this is a terrible, terrible decision.
Wow, I thought you'd say the opposite.
No.
So-
you haven't heard him talk about this yet, Ozone? He's vehemently
No,
against it.
I haven't seen him be that vocal about it, honestly.
Five Nights at Freddy's is entirely built off the distortion of nostalgia and something that should be child-friendly, but isn't. And it looks nice, it looks normal, relatively, put that in quotations, but they're doing these horrible things whilst looking normal, and that's the uncanny creepiness factor of the animatronics that sets them apart. They aren't just killer robots, they are possessed animatronic mascot costumes that are uncannily moving toward you, and you have to fend them off.
Right. So it
Given
kind of
them-
ruins the immersion of, like, these are animatronics in a pizzeria.
They not even that. It turns them into generic killer robots, which ruins them. Basically, it ruins their appeal. You can't take them seriously with bright red eyes. It makes them look like they've just gone into evil mode. Like, it's the nighttime mode. It's time to go into kill mode. Program like there's just some program that is switched. It doesn't make them look possessed. It doesn't make them look threatening. It makes them look less intimidating, less immersive, and is just generally a lot harder to take seriously. outside of the FNaF community, people who I talk about like film stuff with, who keep up with it, have pretty much almost universally agreed that the red eyes are kind of like the big sore point of the trailer, and that we're all kind of hoping it gets changed. I've heard arguments that it would have been better with like the pinprick eyes, and while I hope that does show up in the movie, I can't quite agree because I feel like they're bright red eyes to catch the attention of the audience.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I have a counterpoint. Freddy's music box jump scare, his regular eyes light up in the darkness, and that is easily just as creepy. Actually, no, not just as creepy, way creepier than glowing red eyes in the darkness out of nowhere. Because that's just a generic evil robot threat, not a FNaF threat, not the uncanny, possessed animatronic entertainer that is out of control. That it's two completely different ballparks, and it's kind of just putting the animatronics into this little box of killer robot with glowing red eyes. That's what I hate that. That's why I feel so strongly about it. That's why I think people are so upset about it, even though I haven't seen too many people articulate that in a very reasonable manner, usually just kind of complaining. Yeah. That's why it's a problem. That's what, like, that's not, it's, obviously I don't want to, like, force my opinion on anyone. For me, it's not really a matter of opinion. In my eyes, I've just laid out why it is a problem, like, objectively. You are free to disagree, but
Counterpoint.
Anyway, that's my spiel.
Well, I don't disagree, honestly. I just it's
like,
a tough one.
It's going to hurt the appeal of the animatronics.
Disagreement.
I disagree.
Interesting.
I think you're
you're
making it a bigger deal than it is.
I'd say,
yeah, I agree with that, actually.
It's a valid disagreement.
Yeah, it's valid, but I just don't think it's as big of a deal as you lay it out to be.
Yeah, I also agree with that.
I think it'll come down to how individuals engage with the movie. Because I feel like it's going to be something that you either look past or you don't. And it's going to be a lot harder for a lot of people to get immersed in this story of this movie if the goofy, glowy red eyes are a major part of it. Best case scenario, I'm hoping it was just like a marketing thing, but it's probably not the case.
Well, that's what I initially thought when the teasers came out.
I personally
with,
just
like,
don't
purple.
even think it's a big deal at all. Like,
I don't think it's a big deal.
I think
Yeah,
I think there are some people who, generally think like, oh, they look goofy. And I also believe there are some people who are just complaining to complain.
I mean, yeah, there will always be people like that, but there are the Freddy Stoner memes are popular for a reason right now.
I think the main reason people don't like them and they want to disagree with the design is because everyone else is also disagreeing with it. So they just want to jump on that bandwagon and be like, I disagree with it because the majority does.
And that's what I've seen online as well, like all over Twitter and Discord, is just people disagreeing because they want to. And I think Inky has articulated it well, but in the grand scheme of things, for me at least, I don't think I really care that much. I think I think I can look past it.
Yeah.
And that's for the individual.
For me,
I personally think it's a very, very threatening problem for the appeal of the movie, for especially non-FNaF audiences, which will be a very important audience for this film if it is to succeed.
And I agree.
You gotta consider both angles of that.
Non-FNaF audiences are important. However,
yeah,
I don't think that red eyes are gonna hurt them because they don't know. So it's putting it in a way that is easy for them to understand.
Well,
I don't know.
I feel like the issue with that is that in that case, this will be their first impression of the animatronics, not the FNaF 1 uncanny, creepy robots, but they'll walk out of the movie theoretically going, okay, so FNaF is about some generic animal costume wearing killer robots, rather than like this obviously massive, deep franchise we've got.
So maybe a counterpoint, but you know how like the Freddy sign has like white gloves?
Yeah.
This is very off topic, I know. But like you know, like people are complaining about that, but maybe it's gonna be like a joke in the movie where like they go up to the sign and they're like, Freddy with white gloves, but Freddy doesn't have white gloves, and that's gonna be like a whole thing in the movie. Maybe it's like gonna be the same in the movie where for a lot of the movie we're gonna be like, oh, the animatronics have red eyes, that means that they're dangerous, that means that they were built to be killers or whatever. But then later on we get the reveal that they are possessed by children and they are like they're innocent as animatronic bodies. Like maybe that
Like a
maybe
plot.
it's like a maybe it's like a development through the movie that we find out. I don't know.
Yes, but that was the same thing in FNaF 1, where it wasn't outright told to you that they were possessed, and the message that these were robots that are out of control came across just as well with their regular eyes.
Yeah, true. Fair point.
I mean, like, with that thing, it's like, I still don't really, like, think that it's too big of a deal, because, like you said, like, originally, like, we didn't know they were possessed, we just thought they were killer robots, but we learned that.
Right.
I think
and I feel like this decision is really narrowing down, really constricting that sense of imagination. It's taking away the mystery of it almost by making it seem like super obviously like the killer robots, which is obviously misleading because they're not. They're just possessed and everything. But it's like they're going so hard one direction to distract from the other direction that switch probably won't feel as good as if it was just regular eyes the whole time. Anyway, I appear to have been ratioed. I hope at least some of the listeners can empathize with my opinion.
I don't think you've been ratioed. I understand your opinion.
Yeah, I get it,
like,
but like
I'm 50-50 on it.
I just personally don't agree that it's as big of a deal. I'm like, oh, it needs the Sonic movie treatment.
I don't think it's as severe as the Sonic movie. I'll put that.
It's okay. It's not as severe as the Sonic movie. I will give you that. It was not as severe as the Sonic movie. I do think it is a threat to the movie's success, though. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say I consider this a threat to the impact of the movie.
It's. I disagree.
Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me and my pretentious film buddies not liking it cheesy, goofy looking animatronic, but I don't know.
Okay.
What about the other bits?
The other bits
Can we talk
look
about
fantastic.
Okay, guys, but listen.
Freddy Chainsaw.
The announcer girl, she had some pretty weird movements. Is she a robot?
Oh my!
I saw like a little bit of that.
Oh
and
god.
I hope it's joking. It's probably joking, right?
Guys.
Those posts.
I hope so.
No, I feel like that. I don't know about you guys, but that scene felt like very, very creepy. It like got under my skin.
Yeah.
It was because of the kind of like the VHS kind of vibes. I think was doing it for me, and like low definition, so you couldn't really see her details on her face, so it kind of looked like she had like gaping black eyes or whatever. I don't know.
What about the Freddy Chainsaw face thing?
Yes,
that was something I didn't like at first until I got a good look at it, and it kind of made sense for like it was maybe a little over the top, but I think it's like the interlocking mechanisms of the endoskeleton parts fitting together, and it's like okay, because at first I didn't see that it was like a Freddy mask, so it was like what they're trying to put him into some like torture machine. But no, they're still trying to put him in a suit. They kept that, so I'm chill with it.
I wonder what it is though, because it can't just be like an animatronic suit.
Can it not?
Because it's got the blades and stuff.
I think it might. I think the blades might just be like. Dramatic. I mean, obviously, I think it's dramatically exaggerated for like this super dangerous machinery. Within universe, it's probably some. I mean, admittedly inefficient, probably just some interlocking gears.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I feel like it's a.
I always like the idea of Mike.
It could be.
Yeah, I think I always like the idea of Mike sort of being very brutally stuffed into the suits, just not that calmly, just being shoved and
Yeah. Well, I think at least in the
Stuffed
in.
trailer and probably in the, it's
I
probably
know.
for dramatic effect, the whole slow move in, and he's gonna get
Ready for
rescued
your
by
dentist
someone.
appointment? Just comes closer.
Yeah, realistically and ideally, it would be that like violent like shoving in, but it's probably like dramatic movie moment. Oh, is he gonna get killed by the thing?
I'm pretty sure I
Maybe,
saw
maybe.
like some discussion on Twitter where like they talked about how it was actually like two different scenes cut together.
Yes,
So
two different people.
we'll
Interesting.
probably get to see one person get that super violent treatment where they don't get saved.
Ah,
My guess is the previous night guard that we see. Screaming.
yeah.
Yep.
Which
and
you know,
another
a little bit of a goofy
Phone
shot,
guy.
but it's all right.
Is it
Another
goofy? I didn't think it was
detail.
goofy.
The zoom in, the zoom in as he's screaming, it I don't know.
It's
There's a little-
it's a bit
It's
iffy.
it's a
but
bit cheesy, over the top, but I think it'll. I
think
mean,
it's-
we'll have to see it in context. I think.
because it's from like the point. It's like from the perspective of like an animatronic, right?
I mean,
So-
Yeah, so it's like-
I know I'd be screaming.
Well, yes, no, I'm not saying the screaming. It's how it's framed cinematography, like cinematically. It kind of takes away some of the impact because of like a comedic
So-
zoom in.
Another detail I found that was really funny was we were talking about the woman in the tapes and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know how the first part is that, and then it cuts to like Freddy's, and then you see Mike going through the pizzeria, and then it cuts back to her and her scene.
Yeah.
Between those cuts, there are people in the background that go missing.
Are there really?
Yeah, they just
Really?
disappear.
Is it like the
It's
same
really
locations?
creepy.
Like, could they have just moved off screen, or is that? Do you think that's a deliberate choice?
Well, I think that's like a deliberate
Wait,
choice.
how many
I don't know.
people?
Actually, I don't know. There's like a
Might-
family of people around a table that go missing.
Imagine
Interesting.
if it was 5 people just to sort of foreshadow the MCI.
That would be cool.
That
Speaking
would
of
be
the MCI, though, we
FNaF
get a
fans
shot
when
of
5
Mike.
kids exist.
We get a shot of Mike in the forest as these 5 kids like kind of run away from him. That was really cool. I think it's like some kind of vision.
Yeah.
And of course, we saw William Afton himself, which is awesome. He looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Willem
Yes.
Athlin.
In the dawn of time, 6 Infinity Stones,
What?
5 missing children.
6 Infinity Children.
You have to collect them all.
Infinity
Collect
children.
all the children.
Wait, that's just Henry. That's
Literally.
You want them all in one
Five
place.
into one. 5 into 1. Yeah.
so. Do we have?
Milton Freddy?
Yeah, Molten Freddy. Do we have much more to say about the movie teaser? I mean, we got a poster along with it, which is it's cool looking.
We got
Oh.
5 posters.
Yes. The animatronics. I think they look. Red Eye debate obviously aside, they look fantastic.
They look amazing.
They do. They're
Like-
amazing. They're so accurate.
I didn't expect. I thought it would be very jarring, because I trusted that they would be the FNaF 1 designs like almost exactly, but I did not expect it to look that like real. I assumed it would look kind of jarring seeing these like
And-
things in the games we're so used to, because there's almost kind of like a game's like proportion to it where like that probably wouldn't look exactly the same in real life, but then they did it. They just did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing that's really difficult to
It makes
comprehend,
me
for me
wonder.
at least, is like these are real.
Yeah,
These
they're
are
out there.
real animatronics in this world. Like
They're out there
what?
somewhere. We go hunt them down, steal them. I don't know.
Yeah, you do you know what? It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder why Funko still can't make game-accurate toys.
It's because things will be moving forward very differently.
Oh, I remember one thing. I don't know if we talked about this with the red eye debate. I remember seeing a lot of people talk about how the red eyes are just when they're in like attack mode, and it might not be something for the entire movie.
Oh no, I definitely don't expect them to have the red eyes in the daytime, but like the attack mode is when it's most important, because that's the animatronics when they are being scary, and the movie's about the animatronics being scary.
All I'm trying to say is like there is a precedent for red eyes in the actual games, which I feel like some people ignore.
What do you mean?
I mean,
oh, like in VR?
Yeah, and like some other media, like the books and stuff. Like the red eyes have existed. It's not like something that just came out of nowhere. And I feel like people.
I mean, I don't think it was used well in Help Wanted either, but basically,
Help Wanted. We'll get there.
Well, I think the Freddy minigame is pretty good, but
yeah,
for me at least, if a killer robot has red eyes, that's just such an overdone cliche that it has lost the effect and is just reduced to that's just a killer robot. What was I gonna say? I think I had like one more thing.
I think you're stereotyping.
Well, it's just such a. wait.
Inky, that's robotist. Inky, it's 2023. Seriously, you can't say something like that anymore.
No, I'm gonna get canceled by Freddy. But yeah, they look fantastic. They didn't do like the friggin' banana splits thing where it's like a weirdly loosely fabric suit. Like this is an animatronic. They did it. I wanted to make that comment, that comparison, because of how bad it could have looked. But they really took their time to get it right, which is awesome.
Yeah, huh?
Sorry if I've been talking a lot. I had a lot on my mind for specifically the red eyes thing.
We can tell.
Yeah.
A little bit of backtracking there.
What do we think is happening with the movie? Like, what's gonna be the plot?
It's gonna hear me out, guys. Hear me out, okay?
I'm listening.
I don't believe you.
You know how there's like things like day and night, right? I think there's gonna be 5 of those.
There's things like day and night. Yes, there are things like day and night.
The concept of time. I'm following.
I think there's gonna be 5 of those at the location. Okay.
5. I'm curious. What's your rationality for 5?
Okay. You guys ready for this?
What's the symbolism behind 5?
Because 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Counterpoint, there's 7 nights in the first game.
Counterpoint, shut the hell up.
FNaF.
Have we ever had a game with 5 nights in it?
Ultimate Custom Night if
No.
you only play 5 times.
Shut
True.
up, Shut up.
Does Sister Location have any, like, I know there's like different paths you can do for the 5th night.
Oh, yeah.
But does it have more than 5 like real nights? I don't think so.
Do we technically know if they are nights?
Yes.
I mean, not technically. I mean, I think. I mean, they're called nights in the game.
Yeah.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Security breach was like 1 night.
Yeah, it's just one night at Freddy.
One night. No.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a different kind of FNaF game we're going.
One night at Freddy's sounds like my last Friday night.
Oh no. But yeah, I think it'll probably be the fairly standard FNaF 1 setup. I think it would be cool if they do the twist of Mike being an Afton, but I could also see them just separating that.
I mean, we get to see William Afton in this game. I mean, in this movie, I mean.
I honestly hope he's not an Afton.
Interesting, why is
Really?
that?
I think their dynamic will be better if they're just not connected.
Interesting. Also, do we think we're going to...
Yes.
Do we think we're gonna
Yes.
have William Afton as sort of like how he is in the Silver Eyes? Because the shots we've seen of him so far feel, I don't know, this might just be me, they feel flashback-y.
Do you know who I think he's going to be like? Have you guys seen Better Call Saul?
I have not.
I have not. But I'm interested to see where you're going with
Okay,
this.
I will not say anything then, just in case there are spoilers.
Gotcha.
I mean,
okay.
it's not. Yeah.
I'm not
never
gonna
mind.
watch it anytime soon.
Yeah, so I'll forget about it if you want to just say it.
It's not really spoilery, to be honest. It's just the personality of a character.
Okay.
He's like really, really calm and sort of outgoing and charming, but he's an absolute psychopath in every way, shape, and form.
I love that. I love those
So I
types
think
Yeah.
of characters.
What William is.
I
gonna be
mean,
like.
that's because that's accurate to real-life psychos.
I mean, true. But,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
Just
that's
like
what
me,
William's
kind
going to
of.
be like.
No, come again, Ozone?
Yeah,
Nothing.
literally Ozone.
Ah, yes, that's the clear sign of a psychopath. If they make a sound like that, it's bad news. Get out of there.
Hey,
Dark Rooms is not liable for any offensive comments or people getting offended by comments such like that.
We're going to offend psychopaths.
hey, if
I don't know.
if
I'm trying to make a joke, but okay.
if Psychic
Yeah, okay.
if Psychic leaves the
thanks
trail of
thanks for calling me
breadcrumbs-
out on that, Inky. Thanks.
I didn't know if you were being serious.
You're perfectly. Thank you for being a really good joke wingman there. You know.
I know.
Ever
I
heard
know.
of ever heard of Yes
I'm
and?
here all week.
Ever heard of Yes and?
Oh my god, we should play Yes and.
So
Psychic, if you leave a trail of breadcrumbs, would it be called a psychic path?
What?
Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Let's
It clicked.
Oh my god.
I don't get it.
Psychopath.
Oh!
It was a stretch, but I got it.
I,
Anyway, what happened after the FNaF movie teaser?
Okay, so are we done? So first of
Ruined.
all, are we done with FNaF movie? Any other things we want to say?
Sure.
I've said my piece.
I am excited.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
But do you know what I'm more excited for? Ruin.
Okay,
Interesting.
we got a ruined trailer.
Yes, we did.
Which, okay, first of
It
all,
was amazing. I loved it.
yeah. Okay, so what? Okay, so what were all your guys' reactions to the trailer? What were you guys thinking as you watched them? Okay, anybody except
Okay.
Ozone. Anybody except Ozone.
Well, we know what
me.
we know what the ducks think. Let's see. I mean,
Oh yeah, the classic Dark Rooms ducks.
yeah, they got in again.
Hi, welcome to the Duck Rooms podcast.
The Dark Rooms.
We're sitting in a
We
room.
need to make this a recurring character.
Is he our
We need
mascot?
to make the duck a recurring character.
Oh.
We'll
Okay.
let the viewers
Yes.
name the duck or
So,
something. I don't know.
Ruin.
So,
It was-
as Psychic said,
it was
what
amazing.
were your thoughts in the trailer?
I thought it was pretty good. I like
Yeah,
it.
I said as Psychic said.
All right. I was
Roxy
excited. Also,
so
it comes out
big.
in July.
Oh, that's dope, by the way.
Like that's only a few weeks away, honestly, when you think about it. Which probably means I'm gonna have
It
to
is,
drive
yeah.
home from camp on a weekend, again, just to stream it. Because I mean, why would I wouldn't want to miss it.
True.
So yay.
Roxy's design is just amazing. It looks like she's wearing a gas mask.
Yeah, I like that they took away her face because I didn't like it before.
Whoa.
Excuse me. That's rude.
I know.
Okay, Sim.
She deserves it.
You've
I don't
you've
regret it at
angered a
all.
bunch of simps.
I know. Come at me. I can take it.
Well, I'm glad Monty doesn't have legs.
Cool. He
Well, they
didn't
literally
need those. After what
skinned Monty
he
alive.
did. After
They've
what he
just
did to
skinned-
Psychic.
What?
They've literally
Oh,
just skinned
right,
poor
yeah.
Monty.
Hell yeah, I remember the stupid boss fight at 6 a.m. because I beat that
Hey,
game. with
little
a good
guy.
Save. Hey, little guy.
So,
Rock and roll.
Aracdendo, what were your overall thoughts through the trailer?
I really loved it. I love the characters. I love the designs. I think it's gonna have some good lore. Is it the purple? No, not purple. The blue, purple, and green rabbit thing in the end was really interesting as well. Because I have
Yes.
no idea what that is.
I
It's
hope
like-
it's Glamrock Bonnie.
It has DJ
No.
Mute.
I hope it's not.
Are you kidding, Inky?
I will stand by this. And Glamrock Bonnie is not important, and I don't know why he became so popular. I think it's really stupid. I don't
Interesting.
understand the hype.
You know what's
around it.
interesting?
I've never understood the hype
Inter-
around it.
Me neither, to be honest.
I'm being ratioed again. Oh no.
Welcome to the Ratio Rooms podcast, where we just ignore, where we disagree with everything Inky ever says.
It's my role. It's my lot in life.
The interesting thing about the rabbit thing is that I think it has DJ Music Man's arms.
Really?
I don't know if it's DJ Music Man's arms, but they look very like human. I think so. I feel like it's very much like virtual reality kind of entities or something like that we're dealing with.
Let me see if I can get an image of what I mean.
Yeah, it's like white gloved hands, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I feel like they would be too small for. I don't know how big this entity is though. So.
And then what's
interesting?
What's all that purple like? Those purple cloud thingies that you see when purple guy. When
he's gone airborne. He's gone airborne. Everyone.
Vanny mask.
Again, I think it's virtual reality. I don't know. Or augmented reality would be right.
Augmented, yeah, probably augmented.
The
world celebrates you.
Oh boy.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
World celebrates you. The
Psychic. We are in a Peterplex that is currently under construction.
My favorite.
Reconstruction.
Let's see.
Maybe, I don't know.
I probably had the most like lukewarm reaction. It was good. I wasn't like off the walls about it or anything.
I'm with you on that.
It was basically about what I expected from Ruin. Like the place is in ruins. The animatronics are in ruins. They look better than the Glamrocks because I don't like the Glamrocks. So seeing them in a messed up state automatically makes them better. Because they're more threatening than the regular ones. The Sun and Moon guy being caught between Sun and Moon was cool.
That's pretty cool.
Aside from
become a dog.
Yeah, interestingly enough, the thing that interests me the most is the rabbit thing because I want it to be Glamrock Bonnie. I think it would be cool for the character to get explored.
That's I mean, to be fair, FNAF fans really want to explore animatronics. Let's be honest here.
Oh boy. But yeah, I've always liked the concept of Glamrock Bonnie, how he's just gone. So seeing him like a shell of what he used to be would be neat, at least in my opinion. He's probably not going to be important to much if he is. I don't
understand why it would be him.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
See, for me,
we don't really know what it is.
I think something interesting about the purple rabbit thingy is that it has like purple and green lights, and if you go on the website, Security Breach TV, there's like purple and green
steel
wool text.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
and
he's the Green Goblin.
It could be something to do with the mimic. What? It could be something to do with the mimic, like the purple is mimicking the green on the steel wool logo.
Oh wait, no,
like
never mind.
I still haven't read Nexi, so I don't know what that means, but I'll bear with it.
Oh yeah.
FNAF fans win Mimic.
I still don't know the big deal about the Mimic yet.
Me neither.
I should really catch up.
Well, I mean, I haven't done my audiobooks yet, so it's not your fault.
I mean, I'm home, so I could get it from the library. I just keep forgetting.
If your library even has it.
It probably does. It's been out a while already. Is there too much more to say about Ruin?
Well, I have two more things to say about it.
We have to talk about
Yeah, we have to talk about one thing, but like first of all, while we're on the topic of this rabbit creature, I wonder if this ties into Help Wanted 2.
Well,
that is something we need to consider.
We can get to that in a bit, but we have to. We really need to talk about her.
Yeah. Her.
Owen Gregory's talking to?
Yeah.
Glamrock Chica.
No!
Yes, Glamrock Chica. No, it's high school toy Chica. She's the main character.
Okay, so we got ourselves
search up Toy Chica gifts, trust me.
Yeah, we have Susie.
What?
I'm joking.
No man, it's just a young Vanessa.
It's
I'm gonna kill myself. Cassie.
I never picked up the name from the trailer because all the deliveries just made it sound like Gassy. Or like I was like, is it Gabby?
Gassy.
Is he just saying it weird? Is it like so? I never picked up what the name really was because it really did just sound like Gassy.
Well,
and I was like, there's no way they
myself.
named their character that.
Oh, I gaslit myself at first into thinking it was Cassidy, and then I re-listened and I was like, damn it!
Nope.
But I feel like it still could be connected to Cassidy in some way. But
I think it's definitely.
It's possible.
I think it definitely is.
Because it would be ironic as well for Gregory Crying Child, Cassidy, to the two spirits in Golden Freddy.
There is no doubt in my mind that it has something to do with Cassidy.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a fair take. I mean, the names are definitely similar enough, and we don't have any other information to go off of, so it's a fair guess to make, I'd say.
It's that time again.
I hope
is this child a previous dead child? Find out next time on FNaF Fans. What are they up to? Because nobody can stay dead in this series. Not even the ones who have been dead from the start. I will say one more thing that I kind of maybe got the vibe from, and I think I had mentioned that I was predicting this for the end of Ruin. I think this is their prime opportunity to potentially explore basically the plot of GGY. I feel like this is their opportunity to pull the Gregory is like evil quote unquote twist. Like, you're trying to get to Gregory this whole time, you get to him at the end, and betrayal of some kind. I think that's a possibility for sure.
I think that's going to happen, but I don't think it's Gregory at all.
So
interesting.
I know we're talking about Ruin, but remind me when we get to Help 1-2, I have a crackpot theory.
Ooh,
I have a crackpot theory.
Underscores here, what?
We take up the mantle.
Speaking of Ruin, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I recently just bought the Balloon Circus action figures.
Oh.
What do you think those characters are for? Because it doesn't seem like they're for Ruin. So what are they for?
I think it's for Help 1 or 2.
It could literally just be
true.
Just they made characters just for.
I think there's too many. There's too many of them and too many variations of them for that to be the case.
And there's no way Funko would have just made such good designs as well.
Question.
Like, they're not just the tie-dye animatronics. Like,
quick question: what's on Security Breach TV right now? Is the trailer playing in the cyber deck?
No, on the cyber deck there's just the logo. If you click on it, it takes you to the trailer.
So, are we still expecting something from that?
I don't think so.
I think maybe.
I think
because I'd really love to see an animated show.
I think they could be for Help Wanted 2. I also think we shouldn't rule out the possibility of Ruin perhaps having Balloon World minigames or side modes of some kind.
That's true.
They could have an impact on Ruin, even if it's not physically. Kind of like Happiest Day minigames or something. Probably more likely for Help Wanted 2, though, because having all these character designs and only using them for, like, side minigames is also a little odd.
I think given Ruin's kind of, like, setup of you have to save Gregory, and the fact that Gregory is so closely related to the Balloon World machines, I feel like it's definitely going to be something that's explored more in Ruin, whether it's playing more arcade games or like finding these broken circus animatronics or something. I don't know. Like it is very out of place. It just doesn't really fit in with any of the themes that we've seen recently. So, be interesting to see what it's for.
I do think it's a good direction to go, though.
Is.
As someone who, I mean, it's no secret that I'm not a huge fan of the glam rock designs, so I like these ones a lot more. So I'm hoping they get some good utility out of them.
Speaking of circus and stuff, I really want there to be some sort of a connection to sister location in Ruin. I've always had this idea that in Ruin we're gonna somehow go to Circus Babies Entertainment and Rentals because Mike's room and stuff may be connected to it. So I've had this prediction since Ruin was announced. I want it to happen. I'm doubtful, but I'm still hopeful.
Yeah, I think we've had the same kind of thoughts, and we wanted it in the epilogues too, for Tales from the Pizzaplex, where they kind of explore Circus Babies. They find more underground. But yeah,
that would be cool.
Maybe that's where Gregory is.
Gregory.
And then you just get scooped to death.
Yeah, it's just like, Gassy, I'm here. Don't mind the giant machine that I'm operating.
And let's not. I mean, this might be a good transition point, maybe, because maybe that could be related to what we saw in the latest trailer. Given that we see some things in Help Wanted appear in Security Breach again, like the Mangle mini games and the Curse of Dreadbear cutouts and stuff like that.
Is that the next topic?
No, I just have a question. How big do you think Ruin is going to be? Like, is it just going to be like a small add-on, or is it going to be? Like, is it going to be like a second story of Security Breach, like around the same length as the main game?
I don't think it'll be as long as the main game.
I mean, to be fair, the main game wasn't even that long, so
yeah,
that's why I ask.
I'm expecting maybe at tops 2-3 hours of content.
It's a tricky one because, like, in the main game, you have to go to each animatronic and destroy them, obviously, and you've got a bunch of like quests to do in order to do that. I don't think it's going to be that in depth with this DLC because, again, it is just a DLC. But at the same time, like, I don't know what I feel like it's going to be more linear.
I can see that.
Then again, we had the Cuphead DLC, and it was basically just another game.
Yeah, true.
Really, I actually played the Cuphead DLC that last weekend. I thought it was.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
It's a good one.
It was good. I just thought it was like really short, like only like.
I think the thing that we have to remember
I'm still stuck on it.
The thing we have to remember is that they have built the engine for this game.
Yeah.
And like that's probably what took a lot of time in the creation of Security Breach in the first place. So what they have to do is kind of destroy the Pizzaplex, add on a few new areas, make a few more animatronics and stuff. So I feel like it could still be bigger than we think, but I hope it's optimized. I think that's the main thing.
Are we gonna get any Tails animatronics? Or any Tails locations?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Outside of introducing the Gregory like GGY plot points, I don't think they'd have the audacity to bring direct to book stuff over. As much as that would be great to finally prove to people that Tales from the Pizzaplex is relevant to the games.
Do people still not
if they haven't already?
The main theorists don't believe that, and I'm talking about Matt Pat, FNaF, Rytoast. Sorry, I'm calling people out here. But like,
really? They
a lot of people. I
don't think it's necessarily a call out as much as just like, yeah, that's their take.
No, yeah, I love them for what they do, and I think they are great theorists, but they kind of misinterpret the books, I think.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a fair claim to make.
So, Help Wanted 2 was randomly announced yesterday.
I was very surprised.
What?
I did not see it coming.
As was I.
Strangely, I'm most excited about this. Does anyone else feel the same way?
I loved Help Wanted.
I'm really excited for this. I really love the idea of it.
I think it's I'm kind of like completely neutral on it, not in a bad way though. It's like, I was not expecting that. First game was good. Yeah. I think it's a perfectly interesting thing to happen. I think the Help Wanted release cycle back in the day was like a really fun time in the community. So I hope we get some of that. Like Help Wanted, I think Help Wanted did its lore and gameplay balance very well. I think if they do that again, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to replicate that feeling, especially the ending. Help Wanted ending is one of my favorite moments in the entire series.
I think they'll be able to mimic it.
I feel like I can't, and this was the same. This was the same for Help Wanted. I can't really get myself as invested in the hype because odds are I'm probably not going to play it. That might change. I've got a VR that I don't really know how to use, so there's a shot that maybe I would get it. But yeah, I this is the part where I say I didn't actually even watch the trailer. But yeah.
I mean, you didn't really need to, but
Yeah.
Like I heard it was Sister Location, and I saw the first 5 seconds because of a clip that I saw of Dako just lose it.
All right. So I have a theory.
oh no.
This is going to be the thing that Steel Wool wanted to make.
What do you mean by that?
This is gonna be a Fazbear origin story.
Really?
Oh.
Wait. What? How? I mean, I'm open.
They're gonna
How?
be a lot of Help Wanted style minigames around the origin of Fazbear Entertainment. Such
Imagine
like
if they show off the timeline.
There's no shot they would. That's
No, we could get some clarification on the placement of Sister
That is
Location, which is one of the
interesting.
most highly debated topics.
that
of
is true.
FNaF
I
theorizing.
think that is
see,
true.
The thing is,
We could.
Sister Location is. Some people think it's near the beginning of the timeline. And, they said that they
And those
wanted...
people
I
aren't
hope
based.
it is.
They, people said that, Steel Wool said they wanted to make an origin game.
That is true.
That is true.
I am most curious about the in-universe ramifications. Because they did the, this is a VR game inside of the universe. Are they just gonna say that this is a sequel to that? They're like, we heard about some more rumors, so we're gonna make some funny games about that too. I feel like they could do that, but I also feel it would be a little weird to do that, but I also can't see any other way that it would work.
I have a feeling it takes place during when the Pizzaplex is open, and it could be an attraction at the Pizzaplex or something.
Yeah.
That is a really good idea. I think that is probably the most reasonable outcome that they could do, yeah.
This is a VR game, maybe under construction?
Oh boy. Again, they would not dare. They do.
You
I
think?
would love
You think?
to fight off some purple blobs.
The little jelly babies. They're
The little jelly babies.
they're
yeah.
amassing an army to take over the world.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Okay. One thing I will say is many people have pointed out that if you look in the trailer in the bottom right corner, there is one of the devices that we see in the Ruin trailer where you plug in and do something. So it could be very centered around the security breach. I mean, it could be centered around the Pizzaplex as well, but it also
That would
could be
lend
reused
to
assets.
Yeah, that could lend to Arcadendo's idea about it being
definitely.
a VR game in the Pizzaplex.
And that also lends to the idea of Sister Location being still there. I don't know.
I hope so.
I'm thinking this is the origin game they want to make.
I hope you're right. I mean, you yourself said it's a crackpot theory, so I don't know if I can say it's likely, but I do hope you're right. That would be very cool.
So, what sort of mini games are we hoping to see? I myself
Night 4.
am
Night 4.
personal to the idea of freaking FNaF 6 animatronics appearing in VR.
We're
definitely
we're definitely getting some FNaF 6.
100%.
I hope we do.
They
That'd be
can't.
awesome.
That is such a good opportunity.
Definitely.
Imagine
need
Molten Freddy crawling
Scrap
across
trap.
the walls or something. Ugh.
Yeah, I want to have a mini game where, like Psychic said, it's night 4, but instead of winding up the spring locks, it's just like basically whack-a-mole, and you just have to. It's like how many mini arenas can you just clock the crap out of, knocking them away with your fists?
Yes.
Just like full-on Wii Sports boxing match against these mini arenas. Like as they keep coming and coming, you're like, no, you just start batting them away.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have an end. It's just as long
I
as you
just
can go, you
want
rank up high scores, and if you get like 1 million of them, they just give you the FNaF timeline.
I think this is so exciting. I thought Help 1 was an amazing game. And we're getting a second one. Oh
Yeah, the more we talk about it, the more excited I'm
This
getting.
is FNAF 10 now. We got 10 FNAF games finally.
Yeah, it makes me wonder about what the future of these like games looks like. But for in the meantime, I'm this is good. This is cool.
It is.
Yeah, like I mean, in like FNAF Security Breach was FNAF 9, like in the you know, in the files. So this is
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And the weirdest part to me is that all of this is coming out in 2023, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, that is wild.
They have been putting a lot of work into it, and
You're a
like,
rabbit.
I don't even know what's going to happen this time next year. Like, are we going to have even more games? Like, what the hell?
Like everything we've talked about in this episode is coming out this year, right?
Yeah.
That's
all this
wild.
year.
That's insane. That is
So it's going to be
insane.
Ruin, and then the movie, and then well, actually, we don't technically know when Help 1 and 2 is going to come out, but it said late 2023, so it's probably after the movie. I would say. I don't know.
Like,
yeah, maybe like a November
my God.
or December, like Security Breach.
FNAF fans are eating so good.
It has been
the
such a
opportunity-
FNAF week.
It also gives the opportunity for more VR DLCs.
True. Like the dramatic retelling of the original Frankenstein story using animatronics. None of this Dreadbear where he's got the bolts sticking out of him. You know
You know why I'm like super excited? Like, we already got like FNAF 1, 2, 3, and basically 4, like office segments basically. So that means that they're gonna fill this game with like some of like the other ones, like just stuff they make, and those were so much more fun to me. Like that excites me so much.
Yeah, definitely want more parts and service.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like getting close up with the animatronics, freaking terrifying.
That would be wild.
Give me more
You know what would
Nightmare
be
on,
cool?
please.
You know what would be really cool? If they had like, you know the, I forgot what it's called, but in FNAF 6 when you have to like assess the animatronics and stuff.
Oh my gosh! Yes,
salvage
totally
games.
It's totally would. The salvage.
That 100% they have to do that. If they don't do that,
if you had that, if they could have that, but like not just with the scrap animatronics, with like every single animatronic.
That'd be wild.
Imagine
if they do an ultimate custom.
Oh my gosh!
Night.
Imagine a nightmare mode where you have to, okay, guys.
Yeah.
Imagine a nightmare salvage mode where you have to do all 4 of them at once.
Oh, like you have to turn around and they're gonna be like slowly progressing. You have to micromanage
Yeah.
it to try.
No,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh,
You're just
That'd
in
be
the middle of it. That is
stress-inducing. Why would you even put yourself in that position? Like, you're moving them there. You're taking them off the alley. So why would you put your chair in the middle of 4 tables surrounded by this?
It's called hard mode, Inky.
Yes, but yeah.
It's you know, just
my
what-
gosh!
you know, people love creating challenges for themselves.
I have such a stupid suggestion
Stupid.
that you guys are gonna absolutely hate.
I love stupid suggestions, so we'll see. About
Hear me out.
Okay.
A maze mini game. Springtrap is there,
Ooh.
and then we torture Springtrap, and then Springtrap duplicates.
Wait a
and
minute.
kills
No.
its
Yeah.
previous
Yeah.
self.
Wait.
As soon as-
No.
and then-
No. Wait.
Oh wait!
I love it.
What's that coming out of my tummy?
No.
Yummy. Something's in my tummy.
No.
It's amazing.
And that's how Glitchtrap 2 was born.
No. Stop.
Daddy?
Stop it.
Daddy?
Stop it. We
I
need
am
to-
Grandpa Afton,
We need to shut this down. We need
aka
to
Orange Guy.
burn
Wait,
down the
Midnight
building.
Motorist has been explained.
Burn down the building.
In all seriousness, I think they should just completely remake Sister Location in VR in this game.
That would be pretty cool.
I think
And
I
they
feel
can
like
do
the gameplay would be a lot more
Definitely.
VR friendly.
yeah,
But they already did
Like-
I mean,
bro, it would be so much more engaging.
I know, but
than
they've already
Sister
done
Location.
a couple of the segments, like Funtime
Shut
Foxy.
your mouth.
I'm just saying they've already done. I don't know if they would completely do it all over again.
I mean, fair, yeah, but I guess it's fine to have overlap because it's a new game.
Yes, but I also think it could be neat to fill those gaps with new things as well.
Yeah.
Is there anything else from this crazy packed week?
Oh my gosh! So, it's gonna be so much.
New book cover.
Isn't there like some kind of Game Jolt AMA with Matthew Lillard? That'll be neat.
There's just so much, and also there was a new
Pretty cool.
U2's thing when the trailer came out yesterday. It was
Such a
lot going on.
wild week.
I have a headache.
Oh
I need to go to
my
bed.
Gosh, we got the next new FNaF game announced,
Yep.
and it
We
doesn't
did.
feel real.
It doesn't. It hasn't
It
sunk in
feels
yet.
real.
Yeah, it's. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, it's Help Wanted 2. Like, no, like it's actually the next FNaF. It's the new FNaF
We
game.
didn't need this.
It's yeah. What I mean is, it's literally the next FNaF game.
Like, to address that, what would be the right answer? What did you need?
Yeah.
What is it that you needed?
Yeah,
Like a Google Doc from Scott Cawthon? Like, because we're not getting that. Like, it's another FNAF game. Like, since when do people get mad about a new installment being added to a series they like?
yeah. I like FNaF. But did we need a new one?
I think what we really need is FNAF AR2.
No, I
You
feel
know what's
like
gonna happen. You know
I
it,
feel like-
Inky.
I feel like that opinion might be just coming from the fact that it's like a sequel, like it's Help Wanted 2, so people will perhaps have a derivative opinion that it will just be like more of the same. But I feel like that is, especially with how little we know so far, that's not a fair take at all. We can
I
agree.
think it's because people have like expectations now because we've seen the first Help Wanted game and people will be like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be the same kind of format with like
Mhm.
the
Oh my
same
gosh,
sort
people
of
are already
minigames and
like,
stuff.
oh, I need to redesign the logo for the Help Wanted 2.
Oh my gosh.
It's not the best, but I can
FNAF
live
fans
with it.
hate FNAF,
Yeah, no one hates FNaF more than FNaF fans.
Mhm.
which is
I
wild.
think they should have called it Help Needed instead of Help Wanted 2.
Most wanted.
It's like, guys, we tried to be polite last time. We tried to be polite like 4 years ago in 2019, but we're gonna be real with you. We're gonna drop gag. We gotta be 100% real with you. We need help.
Wait, isn't that the plot of the story Help Wanted? They're just like, Steve Snodgrass, we need your help. Oh no, wait, we want your help. And then later on they're like, Steve Snodgrass, we need your help.
No, later on they don't go, we need your help. They go, Steve Snodgrass, you're helping us. Like,
yeah, right.
they don't, there's no more asking. But with that, are we gonna wrap up? Do we think that's about all?
That's all, folks.
Oh my gosh, what a week! Oh, and
Oh, for a second I thought you were gonna say you weren't recording.
no. Also, we got a new book cover, which looks kind of cool.
Looks neat, yes.
Who cares about the books?
Yeah, books.
Ozone, how dare you? How do you be a traitor?
It's not like they're canon.
Anyways, I think that's about as much
my
time we've
gosh.
got for the podcast today.
Oh
Mhm.
my gosh. It's so good. I'm so excited.
Alright. Oh, the duck is signaling that I think we are wrapping up. The Duck Rooms podcast. We need to let the ducks out for a walk or something. I don't know.
Who let the ducks out?
Oh,
all right. So
Aracdendo's mic is broken. That's where we're gonna end the episode. More stuff coming soon. Hopefully we'll be able to get back on like a more cohesive schedule for Dark Rooms. But
yes.
We'll see. Honestly, we'll see because my laptop's
we shall
broken
see.
and I'm handicapped.
Yikes.
Inky, have you seen my laptop?
I have not. Oh boy. Well.
Thank you so much for watching this episode, and we're gonna.
Oh my gosh, that sure is a broken laptop.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Dark Rooms podcast, and we're gonna see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Aracdendo says bye in chat
with 3 exclamation marks.
Holy crap! Like for the 3 announcements.
Okay. Goodbye.